Sabah everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to show you guys the LG G6 in black. Last time I did for you an unboxing and initial impressions, that was the platinum version of the LG G6. Also, that was a review unit. Now we have official hardware released and actually a pre-order from the T-Mobile that I was able to get ahead of their launch date on April 7th. So let's go ahead and check out the T-Mobile LG G6 in black. Overall, the G6 box is very understated. It just says G6. Obviously, the box is black. We have T-Mobile branding. We have some information in the back here. So obviously, it'll say T-Mobile, Qualcomm Snapdragon. This is the Snapdragon 821 LG G6. We have a SIM card, charger, USB cable, start guide, terms and condition. Obviously, it's just basic stuff. Android 4G LTE. This is going to be supporting the US 4G LTE on T-Mobile. HD voice. And here is the device. Dead center, of course. This is the official box. Not that much as far as description. The device is, wow, you know what? Actually, I'm not surprised. Having it in black with the fact that you can't see really where the bezels end. The G6 by itself has an 18:9 aspect ratio with a 5.7-inch display. So what happens is that we have very slim bezels already to start with, and even with the chins, they were very small. But going with the black color, because when it's all off, it almost looks like it's an entire screen. So you won't even be able to see where things are. Unfortunately, right out of the box, it is a fingerprint magnet. You can see them right there. I just touched it for a few seconds. But outside of that, and just the fact that I'm going to be doing this all the time, it looks amazing. Let's just get rid of this. Here is the device. It looks extremely, oh wow, look at that. You know, there's something to say about a device that's all black, and especially when you definitely see that the bezel, once we turn this guy on, is extremely slim on the sides. I'll give you guys a link in the description below, obviously, for my G6 with the platinum color, as I did a more in-depth review there with the software that comes on it. We have the front sensors at the top. We have the, obviously, 3.5mm headphone jack with a microphone at the top here. On the bottom, we have a microphone, and we have the USB Type-C, Quick Charge 3.0 compatible, and a single firing speaker. The front, we have an 18:9 aspect ratio, 5.7-inch display. Of course, Quad HD, very high resolution. But again, the 18:9 aspect is going to look a little different once we turn this guy on. And on the back, we have two 13-megapixel sensors now, where they're matching sensors as opposed to being a 16 and an 8. And of course, one with a wide-angle lens and one with a standard aperture. And of course, we have a dual-tone LED and the fingerprint sensor / power button. So let's go ahead and power it on. First time, right there, LG, life's good, Android. While I'm letting this thing boot up, what else do we get in the box? Obviously the instruction manual, the tone. We do have a Quick Charge 3.0 LG brick with a USB Type-C to USB Type-A connector. Last but not least, of course, SIM card ejection tool. Fingerprint sensor on the back. Let's go ahead and go through. I'm not going to set this one up again. I'm just going to go through and skip for now. So obviously the first thing it's going to ask us is going to say, do you want to transfer information from another device? Very, very clean. So we have the LG Smart World, Quick Start, Play Store, and then Google services. I don't see anything from, oh, here it is, T-Mobile's apps. So the only installed T-Mobile applications that we have is Device Unlock, Mobile Hotspot, and T-Mobile, the home application. And then here we have Square Camera. Interesting, that's a new one. I didn't see that one on the other one. And then of course we have some of the LG application, LG Manager, which you'll be able to play with LG Manager or LG Friends, like the 360 cam. LG Mobile Switch, the switch from other devices, Smart Cleaning, Download, and of course your File Manager. And then as far as essentials, what we have is just calculator, LG Health, HD audio recorder, and FM tuner. So we do have an FM tuner built into this. You notice I don't have an app drawer. So by default, I guess T-Mobile decided to go with the non-app drawer version of this device. But we can definitely switch that around. So again, toggles, voice care, prepare now. We'll do that later. Toggles, pretty much the same what we saw with the pre-release version. Overall, this is Android 7.1. I am gonna 7.0 actually. I'm gonna switch over to list view. I like this more as this is more classic to the way Android runs. What we do get out of the box when it ships to us, let's go under software. And we are at, yep, and so it's March 1st, 2017, as far as the security patch of Android 7.0, not 7.1, but we do supposed to have the assistant. Yes, so the assistant comes shipped with the unit. As you notice, I did not log into this. I didn't set up, I didn't log into even Google Play services. So by default, it comes in, it's installed, it's ready to be used. Other than that, let's go ahead and see if we can switch over and bring the app drawer back. Home screen, like there's the home, easy home and app drawer. So we're gonna go ahead and switch that over. And so this is more classic to the way we're used to seeing it. We still have all the same applications now, although they're a little bit different organization. We'll notice there's, you know, it should be the same. And then here we have all the applications installed. Again, smart things. But let's go under memory. Out of the 4 gigs of RAM that we have 2.3 now that are available. It's using 1.7, so not bad. So out of the box, nothing installed. We have 10.56 gigabytes used. Wow. Okay, so out of the 32, I already lost like a quarter. So 33% of that system is already built in and used. I have available 21 gigs of storage, which is not a lot, especially since in theory I'm transitioning from an LG V20 on T-Mobile to an LG G6 on T-Mobile. That was a 64 gig system. This is a 32 gig system. I'm gonna have to back up a lot of my stuff on my SD card, which I really don't like, but system data is 9.6 gigabytes. Wow. Okay, so there's a lot of system information installed here. Not bad. Overall, very nice. I think it looks very, very good. Let's look at some of these cases that I got before that I showed you guys. I wanna see which one would fit it the best. Here is the first case. This is the see-through plastic one, or the TPU case. We have a black bezel on the side, all the volume rocker buttons. I mean, again, this is very similar to the way I showed you guys on the other G6. But the one thing I want to mention here is that in black, this one looks the best on it. I think it looks just very nice. It gives you that nice see-through naked look so you can see the color of your device, enjoy the black color, and then just have a really good handle on it and not feel like you're going to damage it by just, you know, if it drops. As you know, with the water resistance that they did put on this device, they did make it unfortunately out of glass, which is very different than what we have on the G6 or even on the, on the V20 or even the G5, where we had a little bit more metal on the body. This one will definitely have more cracks in it, so make sure you protect it. Definitely the ProGuard shield here, it looks, again, same thing. I'm keeping it with the same consistent color. There are other options, just want to show you guys. You do have other options, other colors you could use to be able to put these on and enjoy them. But I find that if you match the color of your device, it just looks so much cleaner. Very, very nice. And again, the actual aspect ratio, you'll notice right here, see how the bezels are extremely, like really, 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 really thin. Very nice. If you're going for a slightly higher end, VRS Design does actually make some leather cases, which is very nice. So this one will fit the device very clearly. It's flush within the case, so that's one thing you want to be aware of, but you do have slots here for cards, and then of course money right there, and it closes very nice. Leather all around. The device is raised on this end, raised, covered, raised. You have access to all the ports, microphone, charge, of course speaker, again microphone here, and then the antenna bands are not blocked here. And then if you want to use it, you can just use it this way, directly, or you can even use it on the device like this. Just basically close it up as you have the earpiece open, and you can still make and receive your calls, or at least receive your calls if you want to use it and keep the device closed. Very nice. So this one's more of a harder plastic construction. We do have leather on the back, which is very nice. Fingerprint sensor, looks like everything is open. Nothing on the left, of course, since we have nothing. The volume rocker is exposed. The top part is not fully exposed, but it is raised. And then you have, of course, access to everything. This one is more flush, but it has a little bit of raised edges here. You could see it right there. And of course, we have access to the ports. And then on this, on the back, we just have that nice leather for grip. Overall, it looks very nice. Between the two, I'm going to have to say that the black one looks the best for me at this point, mostly because of just the coloring. I generally try to get a device that's always black. I've always gone for the darker colors. When I went with the G5 last year, obviously we did not have that color. The V20 does go to get that gray, that gunmetal gray color, which is very, very nice. It's close to this, but this one is pretty much black and it's glass. So please protect it if you're definitely going to pick it up. Water resistance, 18:9 aspect ratio, supposed to have really good battery. That's what I've seen with the G6 that I've had. But just one thing that you want to keep in mind is that you definitely want to put a case on this as it is glass. But you don't have to worry about getting some water on this. It is water resistant. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you picking up the G6, or are you going to be waiting for the, you know, Galaxy S8, S8 Plus, or S8, you know, Edge, whatever they want to call it? I'm interested to see what you guys are thinking about. I'm actually excited to see, of course, what Samsung's going to be bringing into the table. But I could not resist getting this one, at least with T-Mobile, as I'm on jump with demand. So I can go from one device to the other without necessarily having to worry about it. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Like and subscribe as usual. I'll see you guys in the next video.